Right, hello and welcome to all the listeners out there. Richard Gow here. To be honest, I forgot what day it is. But happy today. Today I want to talk about the idea of taking your time, right? Being late. I've always struggled with this idea. When I started studying musical theater, whoa, I know what you're thinking. Who would go and study musical theater? Obviously, a guy that did not know how to sing, dance, or you barely knew how to act. So I went. But I started quite late. I started when I took a gap year after school. And I started when I was 20. Now, can you imagine a fully grown male strapping himself into ballet tights for the first time and taking his first class? It was ridiculous. It was actually kind of funny. I mean, in retrospect, looking back on it. But anyways, since then, I always had this feeling inside the pit of my stomach that I was behind. That I was late, that I would never be able to catch up, and I was never going to be able to, never mind keep up with the rest of my class, but to get to a point that I would be hireable. And that absolutely has stayed with me since then. And since that day, I've always felt like I'm behind. And I've constantly felt the need like I have to catch up. I've got to keep pushing, I've got to keep going, and, since that day, I've landed myself in hospital 5 times with exhaustion for the love of this crazy job that I do. But just because I've always felt the need to push a little bit harder, to do a little bit extra, to learn a little bit more, to sleep a little bit less. And today I want to, especially during this time when things are happening at a very, very slow pace, and we're also waiting for decisions to be made for us so that we can make our own decisions. So today is more just, I want to implore you to take the time, to use the time, and to not feel so stifled. You're not behind. You are on your own journey, and your journey is perfect because it's yours. No one else can take ownership of it except for you. And however you decide to approach your day, however you decide to approach your week, approach your life, approach your career, your business, is in your time. So, yes, I guess it's a good thing to feel like you want to push the envelope. But obviously, I hope that you learn from just, hearing about my 5 hospital visits. It's really not worth the mental abuse that you put yourself through. It's not worth the physical abuse that you put yourself through. Asking me now, was it worth it? Of course I'm going to say it was. I've enjoyed every second of it. The highs, the lows. I mean, gosh, there was this one time that I was performing at a theater, and I kind of felt myself going. So I just lay down, and we were about to go on for a rehearsal, and I was just like, okay, this is not gonna end well. Let me just rest for 10 minutes before we go on stage. Anyways, long story short, I managed to crawl. Yes, physically crawl backstage into a bathroom where my body just decided to expel everything. It was really gross. It was bad. And thank goodness I had one of my closest friends in the show with me who came and found me. And then in a delirious state, the next thing I woke up in a hospital bed with a drip in my arm. So thank goodness he was there. So take your time. This is a very, very stressful time, and everyone is going to, be struggling in their own way. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, support local business, because you're a local business. So on that, have a beautiful morning. And if it's evening, have a beautiful evening.